Hi, my name is Rommel, and I'm here to talk about the programming that I did for LMS1 for this is my student number. Now, instruction 1 showed us that there would be um, choices for the users to choose from. This is probably the easiest part of the assignment, as this part of as this part should just be seen on the console. So I just used the print expressions. But notice that these ones would have to appear inside the quotations. And for the users to be able to choose out of these 5, we need to come up with a variable that says answer, raw input, and then enter your choice here. Since we have 5 different choices, off the bat, it has to use conditionals, if, else if, and else. If, for the first condition, if answer is equivalent to 1, if we go back to the first slide, it said it says add integers. So if answer is equivalent to 1, we need to add integers. We need to come up with variables. The instructions has 4 different integers that we need to add. So first, second, third, fourth here. In the expression int, outside the raw input, enter first, second, and third, fourth integer would signify that all these numbers would be a part of a mathematical computation, of a mathematical equation. Otherwise, if we do not put int, it would just concatenate the numbers. So even if we with the total equation here. So first, the second plus third plus fourth, and then we print it. The sum is plus. Now it becomes a string total, because it's going to be a part of this expression. And if answer is equivalent to 2, we multiply floats. The difference between floats and integers, integers are just whole numbers. Floats would have decimal points. Again, it is of high importance that we come up with original variables, with unique variables for each one. Now these are not just integers, but they are floats. It's basically the same from the first one, but we are going to be using floats here instead of int. And instead of total, we are going to be using product. And obviously, instead of the plus sign, we are going to be making use of this sign to signify multiplication. And then the print, the product is, again, it becomes a string because it becomes a part of this expression. If answer 3, we convert string to uppercase. It requires us to come up with 2 strings that we are going to convert to their uppercase. For the first string, string 1, notice that we did not have to put any expression outside here, outside raw input, because it's already a string. So we can just go ahead and go straight to this expression. And then print the converted strings. There has to be a space here, plus string 1 dot upper, and then do not forget the parenthesis, plus, and then we include and explicitly because it's part of the instruction. But make sure that there are spaces between the quotation marks and the letters, just to make sure that when we run the program, the words will still be readable and not appear just like one word, one long word. elif enters number 4, we concatenate strings, we combine the strings together. According to the instructions, we need to delineate them with the use of a comma. So string, we've used string 1, so now we are using str1. Again, no need to put str here because they're already strings. Raw input enters first string and then up until the 4th string. And then print the combined string. The combined string is, and then there should be a space there, plus str1 for this one. We get that, go here, then plus, and then put the comma inside the quotation mark up until we reach str4. elif5 asked us to identify an integer to be an odd or even. Again, this is an integer that we need to, it's a number that we need to identify. So there's again the presence of int outside the raw input expression. For determining odd or even, we are going to be using modulo. Modulo is not just dividing it into 2, but it's actually dividing into 2. But the answer that it gives us is the remainder. If 0, it means the number is even, or if there is 1, because there's a remainder, and then that means that the number is odd. So again, from int, it becomes string here because it becomes a part of these expressions. Else, choose 1 to 5. This is just an added one because say the user would choose 7, 8, or 9, or any other number aside from 1 to 5. Let's just give them a message that they just need to choose from 1 to 5. So try again. Remember, when you finish each instruction, it is best to run it to check for errors. It's for each and every conditionals that you finish, you just have to run it. It's fairly easy to run it. Then error messages will contain the problematic line or lines, so you know which ones are wrong and which ones you need to correct. Indentations are important as variables. Indentations are important as variables, so pay close attention. Okay, so let's run the program. Let's see if we got this right. This is the program that I created. Again, the source must be saved first prior to running it. And that should give us the answer 10. And the sum is 10. Nice. We run it again and try the other one. We should try upper strings, just to show you the importance of the spaces. There are the spaces. Otherwise, if we did not space it, it would just have to be one long word. And maybe last, to show you the difference between floats. Well, I'm not really a math wizard, so I wouldn't know if this is true, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, thank you. Hope you learned something.